And welcome everyone. Good morning to all of you all watching Pakistan TV and your favorite show. This is World This Morning. I am Muzzammil and joining me Eesha, Rehan. Today's episode is all about a lot of news and a lot of insight into different perspectives and things. But before we start, this happy day marks the 61st anniversary of Pakistan TV. Now, that is longer than the average lifespan these days. We have a promo set up for you all. We'll be right back and let's go see the promo.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। पाकिस्तान टेलीविजन सर्विस की जानिब से तारिक अजीज आपसे मुखातिब।
All right, that was a wonderful promo that we shared with you. It has obviously been 6 decades of PTV broadcasting the national identity, our culture and our narrative on national and international platforms. We are very excited and very honored to be a part of Pakistan TV that has helped build a narrative and helped broadcast
and
the
now with Pakistan TV, we are beaming across continents, across world, bringing things that are credible, concise, and this news is as is. It is not something that has been twisted around and the narrative has been shaped. As a matter of fact, what we are bringing to the worldwide audience is credible journalism. And as seen in the month of May against the Indian propaganda, Pakistan TV brought forward something which was important. The teams that are working here behind these screens were day in and day out in this office, bringing you credible journalism against the fake propaganda, against misinformation campaigns and against disinformation campaigns. Pakistan is moving forward and proving to be the hub of connectivity for all those who are interested in a brighter future in tech, in business, in education, in agriculture. And what we are discussing today is exactly that.
And we are highlighting Pakistan's role in a very positive way, and you are asking the right questions, so are we, and we are answering them and giving you the right credible information. And with that, let's get started with what this day is going to unfold for you guys. We have a lot of news to share that we are eager to enlighten you with. First things first, let's start off with the Honorable Prime Minister's 2-day visit to Bahrain. He will be undertaking a 2-day official visit to the Kingdom of Bahrain today. The visit reaffirms the long-standing multi-faced relationship between the two brotherly nations. Prime Minister will be accompanied by the high-level delegation, including Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Senator Mohammed Ishaq Dar and federal ministers. The Honorable Prime Minister has already embarked on this journey, and his high-level delegation has accompanied him. The visit will hold high-level meetings with Bahrain's leadership to boost cooperation in trade, investment, energy, technology, education and culture, and we cannot wait for the outcomes of this to impact us, and we cannot wait for all the positive movements going
and
on.
When we talk about the connectivity and what the leaders of the nation are doing, one responsibility that they are bearing on their shoulders and what they are doing to fulfill that responsibility is the protection of lives and interests of Pakistanis. Now, the recent terrorist attack, that was a cowardly attack by Fitna al-Khawarij and Fitna al-Hindustan, and the people causing that fitna were neutralized, sent to hell. Now, DG ISPR, General Ahmed Sharif Chaudhry, came out with insights into the matter concerning these terrorists, their hideouts, aiders, abettors, and the operation that was conducted against them, which also Pakistan TV made headlines all throughout the world on international media and was quoted widely also on social media across multiple different campaigns and across multiple different channels as well. And Information Minister Ataullah Taher held a press conference in this regard as well. Information Minister Ataullah Taher said that the confessional statement by suicide bomber's handler involved involved in the Islamabad District Court blast will significantly help in dealing with terrorism in the future. He said that Intelligence Bureau and Counter-Terrorism Department arrested 4 individuals involved in the attack within 48 hours. Now, mind you, 48 hours is 2 days, and Pakistan is a home that houses about 240 million people. We are talking about, as we say in Urdu, 28 crore log. And to pinpoint 4 people out of such a large population, people that weren't documented, people that were actively hiding, and they were making their effort to not be seen. Our intelligence agencies and the people who are working to protect our interest in this country managed to pinpoint those 4 people out of the 28 crores. That is a big number and a big difference. It's like finding a needle or half a needle in a haystack, and those people were picked within 48 hours. So big kudos to our security departments and the people who are working to protect our interests.
Definitely, and this highlights the brilliance of the Pakistani army and our security forces, making sure that we stay safe and we stay well within Pakistan's borders. But speaking about different integral issues, today we are going to be discussing a visit that carries deep regional significance, and that is because Pakistan is at the height of its regional stability right now. Iran's National Security Council Secretary Ali Larijani is in Islamabad praising Pakistan as a trusted brotherly nation and acknowledging how our nation stood by Iran during one of its most significant moments this year. The visit marks a new chapter as Pakistan and Iran move together to boost security, expand trade to $10 billion, and deepen cooperation, defense, energy, and regional stability. And at a time of turmoil where Pakistan supported Iran during a 12-day withstanding of global pressure, we are going to make sure that our regional ties stay strong.
And when we talk about the region, how can we not talk about global warming? And the biggest contributor, apart from agricultural activities and industries, is actually the transport. The buses that you see, the cars that you see, the emissions that come out of them. World Sustainable Transport Day is being observed, and 26th of November every year is World Transport Day. The day was officially established by United Nations General Assembly in May of 2023, and since then it is being observed on the 26th of November, promoting transport solutions that are safe, affordable, accessible and efficient for all, whether you rely on public transport, walking, cycling, cargo transport or other modes, reducing environmental impact by cutting greenhouse gases and pollutant emissions, minimizing energy and land use, and supporting low-carbon or fossil-free transport alternatives is the goal for observing this day.
Definitely, and this is the thing that we can contribute to. Like, I feel like a message that we would like to give to everyone is that use your bicycles, use walking to go to work or maybe go to school or university. Make sure that you stay physically fit and contribute ecologically friendly to the environment. And not just this, some exciting news in the realm of sports that we are going to definitely be roping in. Sri Lanka beat Zimbabwe by 6 wickets in the 5th match of the Tri-Nation Series in Rawalpindi. VTV Sports HD telecasts the match live, and we will be having a deep discussion into what this means for Pakistan.
Also, under-19 cricket is in the lights as well. The schedule for ICC under-19 cricket is also under light. I love talking about these junior players as
I mean,
well.
they're doing wonderfully well.
Yeah.
It needs to be highlighted how well they are doing. But with that, we will be taking a short break. We will join you soon.
All right, so welcome back. And right now, as before going on the break, we were talking about Pakistan and the security concerns, also finding half a needle, not a needle, half a needle in a haystack when we talk about the 28 crore population roundabout of Pakistan and our security agencies picking the 4 people who were linked to the G11 attacks. That is quite a feat in itself. To go deeper into the matter, we are joined by Brigadier retired Haris Nawaz. He is a senior defense analyst with a deep insight into all of these matters. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you doing?
Walaikum assalam. I'm doing good. Thank you.
So now the point of concern is, before we start off with our analysis on what security means for this region and how Pakistan is contributing to it and what are the markers that are providing a difficult point, a difficult stance when we talk about regional peace, let's first of all talk a little bit about arresting 4 people out of the total population of Pakistan and pinpointing them to be the aiders and abettors and the backers of the terrorists that attacked the G11 courts, and then getting a confessional statement out of them. This is quite a feat in itself. What are your comments about the security agencies working with limited resources and still producing such results?
I think we must appreciate our security agencies, and they've done a wonderful job. Within a spare time of 48 hours, and they found all the 4 perpetrators. Those who were involved in it, they were the facilitators, and of course, they were the batters. All were arrested, and they confessed, and they came on the television and recorded their video cassettes, and we all saw it. And I think it is most encouraging and should be more discouraging for these Kharjis and, of course, one Taliban regime also, that in a very short span of time, Pakistan's security agencies have got nabbed all those individuals, and now they are being interrogated. I'm sure this is going to keep a more lead to find out more culprits, more facilitators, the more who are all those things, the planners and executors, the sitting in Afghanistan, because now we have got all information. Where are they located? Who were the talking with? They were in communication, and of course, whatever they wanted, every information Pakistan got it. And by arrest of 4 these persons, we can reach to final persons who are the right person. And I think the right person is normally Masood, who is a TTP and Khawaji's commander or the Amir of that TTP force. So I think in these matters, always discourage now other terrorist persons to come and do terrorist activities, because they would know that we will trace back and then we'll be sorted out. And it's a very good news. I think this shows the professionalism of our security forces and also the coordination between all security agencies, between military and also civil, that's working all together. That's very good point.
All right, you've highlighted that wonderfully well regarding the capability, the credibility of the Pakistani military's forces and their skills to navigate this terrorism activity. But speaking about this integral issue that is going on regarding that the Afghan spokesperson claimed that Pakistan striked Afghanistan, which is false. According to ISPR, he clearly said that Pakistan has not attacked Afghanistan. Why do you think Afghanistan is spreading these false lies at a time when Pakistan has tried to diplomatically navigate the situation as well, and now militarily combating the situation?
So before you answer this question, are you seeing, add to this, are you seeing a pattern between how the October 7th happened on Israel and Gaza border, that is one of the most highly observed and policed borders in the world, and then how the Pahalgam incident was used by Indian media as a false flag, and now Afghanistan, especially when Kabul's influenced by Delhi?
You see, it is all planned. It is a Godi media of India and also the social media of Afghanistan. Now they are hand in gloves with each other, and they are making a fake complaint against Pakistan. You see, the Indians proved they're the most immature and irresponsible nuclear state, where on just creating a false flag operations, creating a state drama without going in investigation or inquiry, they attacked another nuclear country. Then those are also their neighbors. Just imagine the catastrophic effect it could have created if Pakistan not behaved maturely. That was very important. And likewise, now same things are being done by the Afghanis, because the Afghanis are playing with the hands of Indians. They don't realize India is going to dish them very badly, very scarily, and at the place when they will really feel a pinch and they will realize what mistake they did by going against Pakistan. That's more important, because now they're having a lot of problems. The DGISPR said that we will never attack, and when we attack, we'll say loudly, boldly, very clearly to the word that we have attacked. And same happened when Afghanis attacked Pakistan posts, and then we captured the 22 posts. Then we went for air strike in Afghan territory in Petki area, where the Gulbahadir forces are there. and we killed 60 to 70 Khwarijis, and we killed certain commanders, and told very clearly that yes, Pakistan attacked and we went for airstrikes. We don't hide. Pakistan has a very strong military forces. If we can defeat Indian strong military forces, big country, in 6 to 8 hours, then Afghanistan is nothing. We can play hell with them. But we are very careful for people of Afghanistan because we like them and they have gone through a lot of miseries during Russian war, and then of course when Americans were over there. So now we are very careful. But for with heavy heart we had to go for logistics blockade, and also we have stopped Afghan transit because we want Afghan Taliban regime should not feel difficulties. And now they're trying their best. They've sent their trade minister to India for doing trade from India to Afghanistan, not realizing if they go for by air, they can't use Pakistani airspace and they have to go long detour, and it will take 4 to 5 hours additional. Just imagine the cost effect it's going to cause them, and they will not be able to match it. It's very difficult. They will come automatically to Pakistan when we economically choke them. And now the way they attack Pakistan cadets in Wana area, so now we might go for those surgical strikes also. And then that is the time when they raise the flags, then we should hold the meeting. Because when you hold, you are on a strong moral grounds, and from the point of strength, you negotiate, then you get better chances to get your term decided. That's more important. But let me tell you, Pakistan has not attacked anywhere in Afghanistan, and when we attack, we'll be very open, loud and clear, and will not hide anything.
Definitely.
Right. Now, our armies have been defending the borders on both ends. When the title of Field Marshal was conferred upon Field Marshal Chief of Army Staff General Syed Munir, it was because of the reason that we did not take away any soldier from any front and reappoint them on a new front to protect ourselves. Now, that is the level of wisdom when it comes to the art of war that Pakistani armed forces possess. When we take these allegations into account and the type of hybrid warfare that we are facing right now as a nation on a lot of fronts, it is the information front, the hard front, the economic front, what benefit can the enemy gain from fake propaganda and fake news?
I think the most important thing is that when enemy has fake propaganda, and you must have seen already about 2 3 years back, it was EU Disinfo Lab, and the Indian were exposed everything. So many websites and so many social media accounts coming from Indian sites, and now when they expose, they have a lot of these accounts being operated in India. So the point is, we need to develop a counter narrative. If they are creating narratives and talking about Pakistan, they want to create a lot of rumors and they want to bring a discomfort, a lot of problems between the people of Pakistan. So we need to hire good young talent of IT qualified young boys and girls, and they have to create new narrative their own and counter the enemy narrative so that people are very clear about it. Because in hybrid war, this is what is the first instance they want to create a lot of harassment, a lot of confusion between people of Pakistan and the government of Pakistan, the armed forces of Pakistan. So this has to be worked out proper strategy. It's information warfare. And that's why Chief of Defense Forces appointment has been credited to go to cater for all these things in fast-moving battles. Next is, of course, we have to ensure that there's no doubt and there's no rumor spreading in the country. And that, I think, this is the first time our media, particularly Pakistan media, played a very important role during the Mark-e-Haq. And Indian media was exposed because the way they were telling lies, the whole world did not accept it, that Karachi has been destroyed, Lahore port has been destroyed, Islamabad they have been bombed, so many things have been destroyed. So the word is lies, they are telling a lies. And Pakistan media gave a lot of valuable, timely information. And likewise, DG ISPR also kept informing our people of Pakistan what all is happening and what is going to happen next day or so. So that is how you could fight a war these days. Information warfare is very important, and this need to be worked out. And I think this time it was very well planned, and Indian Godi media was lagging behind a lot.
All All right, all right. Thank you so much for being here and taking out time, Brigadier Harris. It was lovely to talk to you regarding this pertinent issue that needs to be discussed with the world. And with that, we will be heading out towards a short break. Stay tuned with us because we will be discussing a very, very integral visit regarding regional stability between Pakistan and Iran. Stay tuned with us. We will be joining you soon.
All right, so welcome back, and this is the segment that is all about Pakistan and Pakistan's connectivity when we talk about our regional partners and insecurity concerns. Iran's Pakistan here in Islamabad. An important visit. Ali Larijani is going to be talking to some important people in high positions, and to talk more about that, we are joined by one of our regulars, and my heart is happy to see him this morning because 2-3 days back, I was actually thinking about where has our dear ambassador gone now. Former ambassador IMRAN Ali Sahab joins us. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Nice to have you here.
It's great to be here.
When we talk about Iran and national security of Pakistan, national security of Iran and the security area and the cooperation, what do you think Ali Larijani brings today to talk about the security concerns with Pakistan?
It started in May. Iran supported us when we were having a conflict with India. Then, during the 12-day war which Israel had with Iran, we supported Iran. So the relationship, which was not on this higher pedestal, is now there. And so he brings, he's going to consult with all of our leadership on Gaza, on their own nuclear program, because he is in charge of Iran's nuclear program also. And then also on bilateral things such as increasing trade, which is $3 billion. The aim is to increase it to $10 billion, and also border security area. So it's a very, very important visit.
All right, thank you so much for highlighting that. And what really needs to be highlighted is that the visit of Ali Larijani, he is one of Iran's most powerful security officials, and on X he actually stated that Pakistan is a friendly and brotherly country. How do you think this ties us diplomatically as brotherly nations? How is this going to impact us in a diplomatic level?
In the past, we have had good relations with Iran, but they need to be taken up a notch. And events have happened because of which they'll be, both sides are saying that they'll be upgraded to a strategic level. And then there is the thanks part, which is very important, gratitude. Ali Larijani has expressed gratitude on our support during the 12-day war. Similarly, we have also done that. So, and it's very important that Iran supported our defense ties with Saudi Arabia, which were formalized. So it's a new era of Pakistan-Iran relations.
All right, and as you highlighted, that trade has almost reached between $3 billion between Iran and Pakistan, and what we aim between us is that we want this trade to reach up to $10 billion. What key steps do you think we need to take both formally in order to reach this achievement?
I think they're discussing an FTA, free trade agreement, and they're also discussing bodies. Pakistanis go to Iran, and Iranian brothers come here. For other reasons, I think they should take business trips also and try to increase trade because of the common border and the traditional ties.
All right, that sounds absolutely amazing. And speaking about the free trade agreement, as well as the barter system might be introduced, how do you think it's going to actually help people connect on a regional level with people-to-people diplomacy? I mean, I was always fascinated by the barter system when we studied about it in economics, and I feel like we did it as children, you know, like, oh, I'll trade 5 jellies with you for 5 crisps or something like that. So how do you think it is going to help people connect on a diplomatic level?
A lot of smuggling takes place on our border with Iran. It's going to legalize, formalize it. One of the key elements is fuel. Iranian fuel is cheaper, and it's smuggled in large quantities. So I think if these things are brought out on paper, it will help both countries.
When we talk about fuel and crude oil for our viewers, The point is that industries that are big on money and big on capital are always the cause of concern. Iranian fuel is cheaper, easily available, close range, a lot of benefits to it. But when we talk about the wider business range, it is of concern to profits, to bigger parties involved. Now, with this, Sir, Pakistan and Iran, they share culture, they share art, and then there's the religious ground that they share. Hundreds of thousands of Zaireens every year are visiting Iran and the shrines of the family of the Holy Prophet and whatnot. And then we've got Iranians coming in towards Pakistan for better education. Afghanistan, in the close vicinity of both of these states, under the influence of Delhi, do you think that this mutual concern will also be discussed on this table when we talk about the security of the region between Iran and Pakistan?
It's a very, you're absolutely right. It's a very delicate matter. Iran also housed Afghanistan refugees, and it's also sending them back. So Pakistan and Iran need to discuss things. India has good relations with Iran also, but Pakistan needs to tell Iran what's happening across its border, and it's literally as you were discussing with the honored guest just now, it's become a battleground because of Indian involvement. So the negative Indian involvement, the proofs that we have got must be shared with Iran, so that Iran knows that India is now a factor of instability in South Asia.
Right. Now, when we talk about Pakistan and Pakistan's higher officials, people in the seats, of course, Deputy Prime Minister Eesha is one important man who is traveling across the globe, meeting people and connecting Pakistan, being that first point of contact between nation states and Pakistan when we talk about Pakistan and Pakistan's stance. Recently, COP30 was a big event. Ali Larijani and the delegation that came in has also met with the Deputy Prime Minister. Now, on one side, Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister is bringing in the global perspective. On the other side, Iran's ties with India, as you just mentioned, are also in a safe place between both of those states. Pakistan needs to put forward their agenda regarding India. And then, of course, on the other side of Pakistan, there is Afghanistan. So what significance does this meeting between Ali Larijani and the Deputy Prime Minister hold?
These are structural talks. The talks at the Foreign Office led by the DPM, as you rightly said, they are structural talks. They discuss everything there. So that is where the future is planned. But also after those meetings with Pakistan's security personnel, they are also very important.
Right. I'm sorry I'm breaking you up like this, but during the time of your service, when you were active in office, how did you see Pakistan and Iran parliamentary ties progress from the start of your service towards the tenure of your career?
Very, very good question. They have increased manifold. Parliaments are very important. Parliamentary ties can, during these visits, they can discuss anything. But now it's the real deal. Now Pakistan and Iran are going to have to calibrate their security policies together. This has not happened at this level before.
All right. And you know, speaking about regional ties, what is actually happening is that the Honorable Prime Minister Mohammad Sharif is on a 2-day official visit to Bahrain with a big delegation, a high-level delegation accompanied by him. It also includes Foreign Minister Akbar. How do you think it is going to help in the trade, investment, energy sectors that are going to be discussed, especially at a time when Pakistan is growing in the regional significance of the globe?
Eesha, very right. Pakistan is enjoying a golden moment in its diplomacy. And now this trip to Bahrain is also very important for the reasons that you mentioned. And again, also for calibrate. Pakistan now has a seat on the Middle East table. Right. So again, I'm afraid that Gaza is going to be at the top of the agenda.
Definitely. And we do hope that this is going to bring a lot of trade, investment and energy investments in Pakistan as well. But thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador, for joining us today and giving us deep, key insights into these matters that are impacting Pakistan significantly. And with that, we will now towards a short break. Stay tuned because we are going to be discussing the realm of cricket that everyone does enjoy. Stay tuned with us. We will be right back.
All right, so welcome back, and as we are moving towards the last leg of today's episode, there is cricket to be discussed. But before cricket, we are going to dive a little bit into the World Transport Day that is being observed today. Now, as in the starting of this episode, we mentioned that since 2023, since this resolution was adopted, for observing this specific day for safe transport, for transport-related issues and problems, and streamlining the methods of transport also.
And what needs to be highlighted that it is important that transport is safe, it is affordable and accessible to all the people, and it needs to be environmentally friendly, right? Because in a day and age where pollution is on the rise, right before the show started, I recall Muzzammil was telling me about the massive smog in Lahore, and I'm pretty sure there are countries all across the globe facing a similar issue, and it can be fixed if we all collectively dive into sustainable movements by maybe bicycling to work,
wheels on the bus do go round and round, but please, Mr. Bus Driver, get your engine fixed. That is important for our lungs.
But with that, we will be discussing what actually happened in Rawalpindi Stadium last night in the realm of sports. Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe, a very clashing match, and Sri Lanka actually beat Zimbabwe by 6 wickets. To discuss this matter in detail, we actually have a guest who will be discussing this with us. He happens to be
Mohammad
Abbas, our favorite cricket analyst. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Now, today it is me and not Shehzad, and I'm excited to see you here because we are usually around the makeup room saying hi to each other and bye to each other on a short notice. Talking of short notices, what an exciting match transpired. Now, what was the turning point that got your attention in this match?
I mean, if you just talk about the Tri-Nation Series specifically, I mean, it was one of the things I would say Pakistan has been brilliant. I mean, because in few months, I would say Pakistan team has been superb with the Pakistan Shaheens winning up the Rising Asia Cup, Pakistan winning the Hong Kong Sixers, Pakistan team dominating against South Africa in the Tri-Nation Series. Pakistan combination has brilliantly working on. Specifically, when you talk about the World Cup right on the corner, like 75 days left. I mean, I know still there are many things that Pakistan needs to fix on, but when you just talk about the Tri-Nation Series squad, what comes in my mind is that I feel that this would be the squad which will be entering the World Cup, and it's good to see that spinners coming back into the form. You have got a bench liner for spinners being prepared for that World Cup. Yes, there are some question marks on the pace battery, and especially even question marks for the captaincy, because Salman Ali Agha, again, I don't know if he's going to be the captain for Pakistan or not, because looking at his performance, I know he has fluctuated a lot. I mean, batting at number 3, number 5, sometimes at number 6. In the last match, he tried to bat in the middle order. What's going on in his mind? Because when he came up to bat, I mean, the delivery which he got out right in the last match, looking at his body language, what I felt, and even what many of the players, I mean, many of the ex-cricketers or the experts felt, was that something is going on in his mind. I mean, I don't know, has he been communicated that will he be the captain of Pakistan for the T20 or not? Because his performance in the T20s has been a decline. I know he has been a brilliant performer in the one day, in the test cricket, but in the T20s, it has been a major concern for Pakistan. So hope for the best what middle order would be, because you're going to be playing in Sri Lanka. Good sign that Pakistan has spoken to Sri Lanka Cricket Board to play some T20 matches before the T20 World Cup. So at least our players can get used to that wickets. But the thing what we always have been saying on about the strike rate, that strike rate matters a lot in T20. I know it matters a lot, but the major thing is that when you play on a wicket like Sri Lanka, where you know the ball would spin, the ball would grip, how your players get adapted to that kind of condition. Because Sahibzada Farhan as an opener, he has been brilliant with the opening department, but the rotational policy, he has been struggling a lot with the singles and doubles. So that's the point where Pakistan needs to work on. I know it's a good squad, but it's not a balanced squad. Pakistan, I feel that Pakistan might be having some 2 to 3 still changes for the T20 World Cup.
Right. I have a question over here. Now, the Under-19 series that is coming up and is now scheduled, the squads are final, Under-19 teams are there, young players, young talent, up-and-coming talent. I remember talking to you about the basic problems that need to be fixed in order for the good cricket to be revived in Pakistan. You know, because you and I we've seen Shoaib Akhtar perform. We've seen Wasim Akram, Abdul Razak. We've seen those players that used to give a shot of adrenaline into the field and everybody on the other sides of the screen as well. So for that cricket to return, I remember you telling me that, Muzzammil, the problem is not in the players, but the system that is installed to pull the player from grassroots level up onto the national. Who out of the under-19 teams, and any specific names if you can mention, you think are talents that should be brought forward? And what do you think is the importance of this under-19 World Cup?
I mean, see, Muzzammil, I know everyone does have, because it's one of the World Cups or one of the teams everyone wants to play, because it's a laying platform for you to get into the international arena when you play represent a country in the under-19s World Cup anywhere, even in a, I would say, a triangle tournament, even in a tournament when you play for under-19s. The biggest issue, like you rightly pointed out, it's that the gap between under-19 and the national team of Pakistan, the gap between that, where you basically groom the player for Pakistan national team, where you groom the player with his fitness, with his psychologically, with his technique, it's massive. The player who plays under 19 just disappears in 2 to 3 months. I mean, he's never seen in that circuit. That shows how strong our circuit is. I mean, that weaknesses are completely exposed in our circuit, because when you talk about the fitness level, players do have that fitness issues. When you talk about the technique, what he has been doing well in the under 19, he's performing well. But when it comes to competitive cricket, he struggles. That shows that in the under 19, you never work on the techniques of the player. Secondly, recently, I mean, we were talking about Pakistan Shaheens. I know they won the Asia Cup, Rising Stars. You have one thing was good to see, that at least you have a bright future sitting behind this players, the main team of Pakistan. You have got some bright futures coming up for Pakistan. Just not in words, it needs to be implemented practically. I mean, will this guys be the part of Pakistan team or not? Mas Sadakat, you got Saad, you got Daniel, because he's played a lot of cricket in the domestic circuit, so he knows how to bounce back. Even Mas Sadakat, he's played a lot of domestic cricket. He knows how to perform in the tough situation. Even Saad, I would say, they're all under 19 batch cricketers. Even one of the guys called OWAIS, I mean, he even is the under 19 batch structure. But the issue is that you need to build them for the Pakistan national team. The flaw in between Pakistan under 19 and Pakistan is so big that the players disappear. Like I said, I mean, unfortunately, for we have a under 19 World Cup coming up. That's a good sign. Pakistan has been dominating in the under 19 structure, but after the under 19 World Cup, who are your top performers? Where would they go? I mean, you don't have any backup plans for them. Like you play some bilateral series with your teams. Unfortunately, if you talk about other teams who have been building players from the under 19, recently, like last month, I would say they were traveling to Australia to play against Australia under 19. They were traveling to play against South Africa under 19. We have not been doing that. Once in a year, you get under 19 to traveling abroad. I mean, even for Pakistan Shaheens, once or twice in a year, you get this kind of stuff. So how can you build a player for the national team? That's the point where Pakistan really needs to work on. And I hope after the performance what Pakistan Rising Stars have shown, there might be some changes in the Pakistan structure too.
Definitely. As you always speak so passionately regarding whatever we discuss with you, and with that we actually have some interesting news to share. That is, the ICC has announced the schedule for the 2026 T20 World Cup, and this will take all the way along in February. However, Pakistan is going to be competing, is going to be playing in Sri Lanka, and with the highly anticipated match with India, which is going to take place on the 15th of February. Do you think this Tri-Nation series happening right now is preparing Pakistan mentally and physically to counteract India and the other teams?
See, obviously, like I said, this Tri-Nation is important for me because this was the only, I would say, few matches before the World Cup where you could have changed your combination. Good sign that you tried Osman Tariq over here, because he's one of the brilliant guys who can basically uh, do wonders for you in the Pakistan circuit in the World Cup. I want him in the circuit. One is Sufyan Mukim, the guy who played for Rising Stars. He was a permanent part of Pakistan. I don't know why he's not the permanent now part of Pakistan team. He's one of the guys you would need obviously in Sri Lanka. One thing is good that the Pakistan Cricket Board have got good relations with the Sri Lankan Cricket Board, and they spoke to them. They have a series lined up before the World Cup, so at least your players can get used to that wickets. I mean, because it's quite less time left that you have to submit a 15-man squad to the ICC, and after that you can make some changes depending on the injuries. If we have some injuries in that 15-man squad. But one thing, when you talk about the group which has been announced right now, obviously it's my team. I back them up, but on a lighter note, I a little bit feel some scared because USA is in our group. I mean, and USA Remember, they dominated us in the T20 World Cup. So Pakistan team is known for getting some surprises. I mean, so but the performance what we have been showing on consistently well with the bowling unit specifically, the spinners have been dominating on. So Pakistan will have a good party in the T20 World Cup, because it's good sign that we are just playing in two venues in Sri Lanka, and we would know that Sri Lankan venues well before any team knows them, because I mean we will be playing there some matches, and we have that matches, all the matches being played of the World Cup in that venue. So it will be important that Pakistan batting lineup specifically how they face the spin bowling option, because it's going to be a major challenge facing the spin, and especially the dot ball deliveries ratio that needs to be cut off. So it's important how Pakistan dominates that kind of stuff over there.
All right, we do hope that Pakistan plays wonderfully well all the way there as well, and we do wish Pakistan the best of wishes and luck for the Tri-Nation Series finale as well. But with that, we are going to wrap up this show. Thank you so much, Abbas, for your time and sharing your integral perspective that we do enjoy listening to, as well as our viewers do as well. But with that, we will be wrapping up this show. Catch us live tomorrow at 10 a.m. We will be waiting eagerly for you as you do for us. Good morning and goodbye.